What's up, people? It's your boy Jerry Price and your boy
Vi.levinci. You already know what it is.
And today we got a special guest in the booth today.
Trigganomatry.
Y'all definitely go check out his music. Things about to get real soon. Definitely check out all his stuff's coming soon. Thank you for Mercedes Streets for having Trigganomatry out right now.
Thank you.
If y'all haven't checked already, she was here last episode. You gotta give a round of applause for it. Give a round of applause for it.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
With the question mark.
Definitely, guys. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and follow all of us on social media. Go follow his page, his new page also. Mercedes Streets, V, your boy Jerry Price. You gotta get it in. All right, V, you wanna kick it off for the first topic?
Yeah, first topic, bro. We gotta talk about Trig. You know, you can't come to the show where you're not gonna talk about yourself. You feel me? So tell everybody, let them know where you from, where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like you grew up in Orlando, right?
Orlando West Side, Forest City Road.
Forest City?
Where I come from, yeah.
Forest City for real?
Forest City, throw the foes up there.
Okay. Forest City, right there in John. You know, I went to school over there too.
Oh yeah? What school you went to?
Yeah, I went to Seminole State, right there.
Oh yeah, that's up past the bridge.
Yeah, I'm an Epic K baby, though. I'm true West Side. Okay. You said West Side, but I'm the real West Side. So I don't know about what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So you grew up there, like until you moved. You just
I started at that spot when I was a real youngin'. Then we moved. You know what I'm saying? We moved to Pine Hills, and then from Pine Hills we moved to Apaka. We stayed in Apaka for a minute. Then I ended back up on Forest City Road with my mom. So you know, you always find your way back to the hood, no matter what.
Yeah.
All right, where you come
from. To be no cap, like everywhere in Orlando, you feel like it's the hood though. There's not really of a true.
It depends on what side. Depends what side.
I really think the whole West Side just hood period.
Yeah, the whole like the West Side is considered.
But like, are we talking north of 50 or south of 50? Cause that makes it different.
I mean, north of 50 is the real Pine Hills, but south of 50 is like going towards like that central area of like around 50. That's I consider that as like the hood. Like to me, that's the hood. Because once you go down 50 enough, that's a universal area, that's a tourist spot, you feel me? Ain't really much unless you're talking about a little bit of Metro.
I don't really know that because like Metro West is like right by the hood.
It's like Lily Kirkman divides.
That's south of 50, you feel me? But you got north of 50, that's mean you gotta include Silver Star, you gotta include Luxyheart, you gotta include North Lane.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's still representative enough, you feel me?
True.
So it's like no matter where you look at north or south, like there's a good portion. That's
you wanna know what's crazy? Like when you get towards downtown, like and you go through like Paramore and shit. Like, that shit the hood.
That's the hood.
That's the fast line.
That visually you could tell. You feel me? You're in a different area. It's a whole different set mood.
Yeah.
And then once you pass that, you'll be alright.
You'll be alright.
True.
I mean, you good anywhere. You just
that kind of segues into my next question. So like, do you feel like Orlando itself has like a culture, or do we feel like everything's always changing up and stuff like that?
Orlando always has a culture on like the African American side.
True, but we were talking about this earlier. Culture is literally something that has history. Orlando, and mentally, like us known as a generation, we know what grew out of Orlando. Like we've seen the changes, but there's no permanent monumental spot or like a building or landmark that's like historical, because once something like is done, it gets renewed or something else replaces
like the lot gets sold or something like that.
But I feel like, to me, I think that's like a culture kind of thing. Orlando's a continuously evolving city. For me, it's never gonna stay the same.
It is, cause.
But is that a culture or is that an anti-culture? Like, how would you take that?
I would say that's really a culture, cause it's like it keeps happening no matter what. Like every time you come to Orlando, you always see something different. You can leave for years, and then when you come back, you're like, oh shit! Like what the fuck? Like the highways.
That could be a culture.
True.
Like the highways, the buildings, you know, and a lot of things. This is like Orange Center is not Orange Center no more. They tore down that area, and now look, they got a whole nother building, and then they they remodeled and took down the Tinker Field and put a whole new, and they didn't put a whole new arena, but they built around it.
Yeah.
And then they took the old Lake Lauderdale and they turned it into something else. Like Lake Lauderdale was history.
That was history right
there.
They
took that shit away. Like that's just gone now.
Now you're gonna tell this to your kids, be like, "Yo, that used to be that." You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna know what you're talking about because they're gonna see what's up in front of them.
But then like that kind of like goes back into it. It's just like, does culture matter because of history, or does culture matter because of the people? Like in that city. In a sense, do we have to have something that defines as like, okay, this was that spot?
I mean, I think it matters in it's hard to say because like Orlando's always revolving. Like there's always different people. There's never the same people. People that's from Orlando is moving out of Orlando, and a lot of tourists are moving in Orlando.
True.
So like, I just say it's more like culture because that's what it is. Like even from back in the days, Orlando went from dirt roads to fucking, you know what I'm saying,
bricks to asphalt
and to all this new shit, and then they tear that down. It's just like when you go to Disney World. Like when I was younger, I did construction. Every fucking month, like we was literally hopping one spot to another, one changing everything. Like it's like a fucking revolving door.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So
you been to Disney?
I've been.
Disney.
I've been to Disney. Yeah, I did enjoy it when I went there for the first time. But like me working there was like
nah.
It was like nah, and then it was like, damn, this shit don't never stop.
Right.
Like when you move from one building, like literally, it might take. They renew every year, so you gotta think once you finish with this building, you're on to the next building, and then like you're going all the way around like a revolving door back to the same building and doing the same shit, which is like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then like it's just crazy. Exactly.
Yeah, a never-ending system.
Exactly.
Until Corona hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit stopped. But one thing, construction never stopped.
True.
Yeah, construction never stopped.
So
I think that's
a little
what it is
bit,
before.
but it didn't stop.
It's always new construction.
Yeah.
For them, it just saved them a little bit more money.
True. True. Get stuff done a lot faster because not a lot of traffic going around
now.
Yeah.
Especially with the highways, that shit.
I-4?
Yeah.
I-4 is a culture itself.
Facts.
Literally,
as a landmark.
As a landmark, I-4 is a history itself. When I tell you, I love to drive. You know what I'm saying? So playing racing games and stuff, I-4 was like a playground. There was always a new track going on it. You feel me? You ever play that game? It's called Split Second. Never played that game?
Heard of it.
When it came out,
that real game is Burnout Revenge.
Revenge. Like literally, you can change the map while you're driving. So it's like you gotta watch out for crashes here, and then this lane merges here, and then it's like a lot. And then next thing you know, I hate driving in the rain. I don't know about you. Guys.
I love driving in the rain.
I hate driving in the rain. Like once
I get tired in the rain. When I drive around, I be tired as hell.
You be tired?
Anything with heat,
you falling asleep in this? Oh hell no! I can't drive with you.
That's why you say you love driving.
Don't let him drive. Don't let him drive.
In the rain.
Yeah, don't let him drive.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first got my license, I love to drive.
Right.
But now I be like, I even tell Mercedes,
that's what parents be saying, bro. That's what a lot of parents be saying. Like, I could never start driving. I don't know. I think it's because I didn't have that freedom of driving when I was a kid. I think that's what it is. So growing up, I was like, damn, I have this shit to myself. I can go wherever I want. Nobody can tell me anything. You feel me? So I'm like, I'm gonna drive there. Are we gonna do this? Oh, I'll pull up. I got you.
Exactly.
I was a driver, man. So
y'all gas money at nigga.
And make me money on the side too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I was doing this before Uber.
Feeding my gas.
Exactly.
Uber got the idea from me. I should have never posted that post. That's what it was.
Got you. So how long you been doing music?
I always been in the music, but taking it seriously, it's probably been about 4 years, I'm saying? 3-4 years. Yeah, I took it serious. Yeah. I tend to forget about time that passed me by.
Yeah,
it goes by so fast.
I feel you. So much, Now I gotta ask, do you feel like you've made, I wouldn't say made your best track, but like do you feel like you made the one that you're most proud of so far? Or you feel like that's yet to come? I feel
that you never can pit your new track compared to the next one, because the next one might be even better. Because that's like Mercedes seen me power up, go from like, just small little artist trying to find my sound, artist development, until now, and like it's been so much improvement, and like I'm hitting right now. Like I'm a speaker knocker right now, goddamn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I feel me. On the radio, you can hear him. Like you got that song with Trigger too. I'm just kidding. Stunner. I meant to say Stunner. You Trig. Guys, scratch that out. I know he's Trigger. I know he got that song with Stunner. But that track goes slap.
There's another Trigger.
Yeah, there's another Trigger.
I started looking at the table.
Trigger Jr. You feel me? What's good? I'm just kidding.
But how was that whole project? Like,
how was that project?
Feel working with him?
It felt good. It felt like, you know what I'm saying, when that came around, like I had times where like I had no hope and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, and just making music. And then when I finally got with him, I was like, shit, it is hope. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I get an opportunity to work with him, like, shit, if I work with him, who else I can work with? Like, next might be the baby, like, and next might be, you know, Roddy Rich, like, you know what I'm saying? And the, how I said, everything was cool, the vibe was great, you know what I'm saying? They're regular people just like us, you know. Basically, that's all I can say. That's why the song ended up coming out so dope.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
It was heat. Not gonna lie about it.
Now, I ain't gonna say you can vibe with everybody now, but shit, some people you get around, the vibe is just there, and then you never know what might fall in place after that. Y'all might just say, fuck it. We just gonna make more music.
Exactly.
You know?
Facts.
Never settle. Never settle.
Exactly.
That was another question I was gonna ask you. Like, when you get to big artists like that, do you feel like you made it, or do you be like, what's the next step?
No, I'm always like, what's the next step? You know, and the crazy thing is, they're doing the same thing.
Right.
When you walk up to them like, damn, they big. So I did this with this artist. Like, they don't even feel that they big because they always looking for the next step.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that shit, one slip can bring down your whole empire. And you can wake up in the morning and everything be gone if you don't look for that next step. You know. And that's why a lot of people, another thing I can say, like a lot of people who got like one hit wonders, they're like, oh, I'm big, I'm cocky, I got a name, so I'm gonna just sit back and everybody gonna fuck. Nah, nigga,
don't work like that.
Now you wonder why you see your numbers start going.
Yeah. Now, piggybacking off what you just said, do you feel like lyrics, like being a lyrical artist, or in a sense, or just being good with words, feel like that takes a big part of having a one-hit wonder or longevity in the game?
I couldn't say that. I can't say that because you got some people who just don't know how to rap at all.
True, and they really big right now.
You know, and they really big, but like
they got rainbow hair, but you know,
don't do that. Don't be doing that right now. Don't be doing that right now. You're throwing out numbers out. You're throwing out numbers.
It's really about your morals, about how you present yourself, about your vibe, about how you let people feel about you. Like,
showing off your character.
Yeah, exactly. And if you ain't got no character, then you just a straight like
dude.
Nobody, they not gonna fuck with you, bro. Cause like even when you give them the money, like they just gonna take your money and haul ass. Like they gonna try, they gonna try you like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like when you present yourself in the game, like you gotta present yourself as a boss. You gotta let them. Don't be too cocky. Just be like you fit in. Like I'll tell you a story. Like when we met Money at one time, and we was in the club, and you know, we was it? I was in the club, wasn't I?
Talk about the car show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Money was like, yeah, man, I'm fucking with that. Come over here.
Talk about Money Bo.
Yeah, Money Bo. So when I went over there, you know, from that day we started vibing. You know, vibing from there went to being able to pull up to his house, you know, and hanging out a little bit more. And then, like, I brought one of my friends around him. One time, they was like, they seen Money Bo, they ran up. They was like, oh, I'm one of your biggest fans. This and that. And I'm like, bro, you can't do that. Like, that's not how you present yourself.
Right.
Cause now, like, they ain't gonna fuck with a groupie. Like,
right.
They gonna, yeah, exactly. They gonna fuck with somebody, you know what I'm saying, who real mutual. Like, I don't give a damn what you make. Nigga, you bleed what I bleed. You feel what I'm saying? So money don't make you have power. Like, it's a man upstairs that give you the power. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta have that vibe. You gotta set yourself as a boss. Never ask a nigga for no favor. Never ask a nigga for nothing. Cause guess what? They go back to feeling like you a groupie. Like, are you just a broke nigga? No, I'm rich from inside. I'm gonna ask myself before I ask him. Matter of fact, I won't even ask anybody.
No, you look up to yourself.
Exactly.
I feel you on that.
Exactly.
Because nobody's gonna got you but you.
Exactly.
He woke. I'm glad to hear that. He's woke. That's good. Not a lot of people are woke. That's good. So what's next? What's next now? What's next now?
What's the next project coming up? What's next? I'm working right now. I can't give y'all for sure, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't give you all that answers right now.
Can't give you all that for sure, but I'm working.
That's
you know,
good.
I'm making tracks, and we, you know, the whole team gonna sit down at the table and you know what I'm saying, weigh out the good with the bad, go cherry pick it and just pick whatever we like and run with it. But it's tracks out there. You know, I got a lot recorded, so you know what I'm saying. I might just say fuck it. I pick the track out and then slap y'all with the rest. Like,
Got you.
Now,
exactly.
On that topic, so you know how some artists, like, sometimes when their time comes too soon, they pass and stuff like that, and then out of just you know how you say, like, you guys go through and cherry pick which was the best we should put out and stuff like that. Now, do you feel like when you're gone, do you feel like it's right to drop those other songs that you didn't want to put out yet at that time? Or do you feel like, it's okay, forgive something from people to remember by?
Those underground songs that you feel like it's not gonna be as popping.
That's hard because, like, different songs, it's hard to explain.
That's all. I know. I can get you on that because me, as writing music, sometimes I know there's a song that's like, all right, I want this song to be it, but it doesn't come out exactly how I want it to be. So I'm like, all right, this song is gonna be a hit. This song is gonna be a hit, and then it's good. But when I look back in those throwaways, at the end of the day, everyone as a listener has a different perspective. You don't know who that song is gonna hit. So it's like,
but that goes by, like, there's a perfect timing for everything. Like, I might have made a song 3 years ago,
right,
and that song wasn't meant for that time.
Right.
Like, all these hits. But what's crazy is when that new era comes out, and he's like, damn, that song fit with this era.
Right.
And you slide it in there, and now it's a hit. Because you gotta remember, what's old to you doesn't mean it's old to everybody else. Don't mean it's old to ears.
They're freshly listening to it.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that put out old shit and get it remastered, and that shit slap. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy how it happens, but it happens. It's a perfect time for everything.
True.
And you always keep that catalog. You can go back on that catalog. Say, even if you have writer's block. Like, damn, I can't think of no music.
That hits. That be hitting. That be hitting hard.
And you know what I'm saying?
Across the face.
And then you come back, you go through the catalog, and they listen. They're like, hold up. That be
That
hard
was
as
meant
fuck.
to be. Yeah. Let me retry that again. You know what I'm saying? And then you find that sweet spot. And then once you got it, like you said, you release that. Once you feel like it fits for the rest of the era, slide it through there. Yeah.
Okay.
And it comes out. And then you made a name for yourself, Trigger.
So what about you? Your music, man. You let me hear something. That shit. It's not my interview. But I want to hear about yours, because I heard that shit.
First person to ask me that.
That shit was
Say
slapping.
not ask me that. I'm kidding.
You put it on the spot, bro.
Yeah, alright. I ain't gonna fumble. You feel me? My music is coming out. That's all everybody needs to know. Like I said last time, I got music out already. Just go listen to them. Because the more people that listen to it, of course, it's gonna have to start with me. I'm gonna be my biggest hustler. I'm the one who has to be putting my music out there. Right now, so far, bands, we did that shoot. Jerry shot to bands.
Definitely, you guys definitely go check out the music
That
video.
video was good. We're gonna do a part 2.
Before anybody else knows. Yeah, true. There was no bands in there. So there's a remix coming soon to that. So you guys definitely gotta stay tuned for that one.
They ain't gonna have one band, they're gonna have 2.
We're gonna have 2 bands. We're gonna have a lineup.
Yeah.
Whole squad.
10.
Like I said, you better pull up
10. Don't let me
with
pull
your
up.
bands.
See, I'm gonna be the opposite though.
What'd you be like?
Pull up in the goddamn BMW. No, I'm just fucking.
How you gonna pull up in the Beamer? Yo, I have the craziest story. That's gonna be after the camera though. I have a crazy story. Cause like that song is like having fun in the back of the band. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell the rest of the story after the camera. We're not gonna say on camera. That's not for everybody. But on the topic though, my music. Right now I'm writing new stuff. A lot of the stuff that I already have now is like basically like lip hype songs. Like for me, I'm a conscious writer, so I like think about like J. Cole or like I'm a very deep, conversational. Always have a message to be proved within the passage. You feel me? A lot of music will have their purpose, like their purpose. But for me, how I want to come into the game, I'm very big on jazz and blues and funk. Like you listen to like Anderson .Paak, Kendrick, they have that little funk into their hip hop. It brings a 70s styles to trap music, but I'm trying to explore more than that because there's a lot of genres I want to touch. Me, I'm an islander, you feel me? There's a lot of reggae and stuff mixing with trap, but I want to mix in like Haitian culture into hip hop music, like that zouk, and then people gonna be like, yo, what's that? And it's like, oh, that's off that culture. A lot of people buying off Haitian culture now because like what they represent for. You feel me? You got someone will come out of here, Hot Boy.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Haitian, you feel me? They're repping the Haitian flag, but like that's just the family part of it. I want people to listen to that music side of it too, because we got some fire ass stuff. You feel me? And I want people to explore that. So that's why I'm gonna expand on future down the line. But right now, I just gotta focus on singles. I was gonna do like an album or mixtape. I already got a mixtape project done, that so people can just listen for a sound. But right now, I'm gonna focus on singles because you never know which one's gonna hit. True. Now, I think that's gonna be the best strategy for me with my sound.
I mean, it's a lot of it is based off singles right now. 'Cause like you gotta take the single. You can't put too many eggs in one basket. You gotta take that single and push that single, and then the rest gonna fall into place because they gonna want more.
True.
So you know.
Like Jordan Lucas, he kind of like the way he released his last album for like the past 6 months before he dropped the actual album, he was dropping each individual song on the album as singles. And everyone was like banging with it. It was hot, like fire singles.
But he never had a disappointing song.
True.
So it was rolling. It was rolling.
That's subjective. I'm not gonna say that because
I'm not saying which one is better out of the other.
True. Yeah, because if you compare them to each other, then yeah,
you can tell.
But he has fire music in a sense. So when he dropped his album, people were just like kind of like, oh man, like all these songs we already heard before. But that was because he dropped the album a long time ago. Y'all just didn't realize he dropped the album. Yeah, because he was saying like, I'm doing like kind of like an experiment to see how people vibe off of it, and he made a lot of numbers compared to just dropping the album with everybody on it. Yeah, so I mean, dropping singles is probably the best thing right now.
Drop them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
drop some singles. If you're an artist right now, you watching this, just drop it. Don't listen to nobody. Don't hold yourself back.
Definitely.
Find yourself a recorder sesh. Find yourself a mixer, engineer that shit. Drop it. Drop it with a music video if you could, but drop it. That's all I gotta say.
Music video just gonna make it go up. Like if
exactly.
It's
you got a visual.
Oh yeah.
Bam. Come
That's
up.
the best thing to do. What's up, people? It's your boy Jerry Price. So unfortunately, towards the end of this video, my camera stopped recording for some strange reason. So in place of the ending, please enjoy the V story. But if you guys do want to see the ending of this, if you guys check out Mercedes Street's page or Trigganomatry's page, you guys can see the full interview and just skip to the end to see the ending. But until then, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. We'll see you guys later.
Don't look at me in no different way, you feel me? I'm only a man at the end of the day.
Tell your peers.
Oh, they're on here? They're gonna be, alright, bet. This is about to get explicit. So I was working at Mango's, right? And this was last year after I just dropped Benz, like with the whole mix up and everything. And in Benz is talking about like, of course, getting with a nice dressed lady, all in Christian Dior, you feel me? Invited to the back of the Benz. So I was pushing that song at Mango's, working, I was bar backing, and there was this lady who came up to me, she was asking for a drink and she was lit already. And I was like, I'm kind of sleep on you, can you drive? You asking me for another drink, can you drive? And I was just like being real with her, and she was like, oh, you can't tell me not to drink, you can't control me. I was like, I'm gonna take your keys. So I took her keys. She was like, all right, then you taking me home then. I didn't say nothing. I'm not gonna say yes or no, but I was like, I guess. I kept the keys, continued working and all. We closed at 2 o'clock. Bar backing, when you close down, when you have to close down the store, you gotta set up everything. Like, it takes 30 minutes to an hour. This girl waited for me a whole hour and a half on the parking lot.
You had her car keys.
I might have gave her keys back.
Oh. Well, you didn't put that in the story.
Yeah, like that's good.
That big change. It's a big change. But I gave her the keys. Like I had her, even though it seems like I had her keys, but like for real, she had her keys. She could have gone home. She actually waited outside, and I walk outside. It's a sexy ass 2019 Beamer. When you said a Beamer, I was like, shit, I want to pull up in a Beamer too. You feel me? But to end the story short, we fucked in the back of the seat. And that was the song that was playing in my head. But
I got you.
We were messing.
But you just turned it into the back of the Benz?
It was the back of my Benz and not in the back of the Beamer. I think that's the part that pissed me off. I was like, why you didn't have a Benz? Now my story became more true of a story than what it is. Because now I'm not in the Benz. Like,
yeah. This is realistic.
She was from Dubai.
Oh, you from?
I made a connection. Make a connection in Dubai.
You might have smashed a princess. You never know.
You never know. That's a crazy story. But I never saw her again. I got her number and then never saw her again.
One of my followers has a question.
Huh?
You hit it raw? One of my followers is asking.
Who asked that?
Trigger 305.
Did I hit it raw?
That's a Miami boy.
Nah, I'm from Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Like, Orlando. Orlando is popping right now for a lot of things, so you always gotta stay wrapped up.
You're not wrong.
She told me she's from Dubai, so I was like, let me make sure I got that ready for me. Nah, but the crazy part about it, people were telling me that she was waiting for me outside too, and I didn't believe it. I thought she was playing, like kidding around. Like, we talking to everybody, I'm giving everybody attention, and like as a bar back, you gotta give everybody attention. That's how you can make your tips. You feel me? Like, what's good? I mean, how can I help you? What can I get you? And stuff like that. And she actually waited, and I gave her the least amount of attention. I don't know. You just got it like that. I hope you don't find this and you find me later. All right. I'm sorry.
She gonna pull up on you. You gonna be like,
yeah, right.
You gonna be like 25.
She got a kid.
What coming, y'all gonna get the boot part?
What happened?
You wanna get
Yeah, we about to get it.
Yeah, we about to get it. We about to get it. Always stay wrapped up, kids.
That's
always stay wrapped up.
Always stay wrapped up.
They used to be on BET, wrap it up.
Yeah, exactly. Wrap it up.